Oliver, well, we're here in Austria. What's it like being back? I know you mentioned going back is usually seeing your family, but it must be nice to be where you're from.
Oh yes, of course. I'm always enjoying coming back to Austria, and especially now the last 2 days the weather is fine. But on the other side, the weather is perfect for training, so it was not too hot, but also it was not really raining heavily, so had very good conditions. And this was one of the main reasons why we picked Austria, because we know here we have great conditions. It's a fantastic pitch next to the hotel. We have great teams to play against, and yeah, this was the reason. And now, yeah, we're enjoying the pre-season and looking forward to the start of the season.
I was going to say, you and your staff seem like royalty every morning when there's hundreds of people waiting for pictures with not only yourself, but all of your backroom staff as well.
Oh yes, of course, the backroom staff, they played in the Bundesliga or for the Austrian national team, like Ronny Bromeo, Emanuel Pogatetz, and yes, many are visiting us, watching the training session, and of course have a small chat. And yeah, it's always good to see former mates or former teammates, and yeah, it's just nice here.
What's the difference between, I'm always intrigued about a training camp like this, where it's a week long, very intense, and then a longer tour, maybe America or Australia? What are the key differences?
I think that we try to keep the traveling time short, so it's just a 2 hours flight instead of maybe 8, 9 hours. Then there is no jet lag. Yeah, it's just 1 hour time difference instead of maybe 6, 7 hours, because then you're losing, let's say, 2 days with traveling, and you're losing maybe 1 or 2 days because of the jet lag. You have to reduce the intensity in the training, and in both ways, yeah, when you go on tour and when you come back. And that's why we said, okay, let's stay somewhere in Europe, and also where we can play against very strong teams. And yeah, we could see against Mainz, who qualified for the Conference League, was a very good team, and we're expecting the same from Augsburg. So we can have more or less everything on the same level, maybe on a better level with shorter distances, and then that's why we decided to go to Austria.
Talking about the Mainz game, what did you take out of that? What sort of key indicators do you pull from those games? Because I know we played two different games on the same day.
We got great answers, and this is what we hope to get. And we could see that we have to work on the balance in the game. So because we played well, especially in the first 60 minutes. Yeah, we created good chances. We scored a goal, but we gave them too many chances. We were very vulnerable in transition, and therefore we need to have a better balance, and also to know in which areas where we can take risk and where it's important not to lose the ball. And the second team, yeah, was different. Yeah, we struggled a little bit because we never trained together, and also we had very intense sessions the 2 days before, so the legs and the mind was not on the top level. But what I really liked is when you're 3-0 down in a preseason game, legs are tired, mind is tired, you could also give up, but players came back to 2-3, and I like the mindset, I like the mentality. But of course we could see that we have still enough things to work on, and so that was a very good test against a very good side of Mainz.
And do you expect a similar test against Augsburg on tomorrow?
Oh yes, German Bundesliga teams are always very physical, very intense, running a lot and sprinting a lot, and not so much on keeping possession, go quick in behind, and yeah, we have to be ready for this, and this will be the same against Augsburg, and yeah, we reduced the training, the intensity of the training, the duration of the training in the last 2 days to have fresh legs, because most of the players will play 90 minutes, and therefore we can't risk any injury, and we want the players on the top level for preparing for the Community Shield.
Looking back on last season, obviously a historic season for the club. What do you, when you look back and you have time to reflect, I know we spoke to you after the game, but it was hectic, but looking back on the season as a whole, how do you reflect on it?
It's so far away still, and always just looking what's coming up, but yes, reflecting, it was a tough start, and showed that when you stick together, when you stay together, when you support each other, and then never losing your belief and never losing your work ethic, that you can achieve big goals even when you're struggling in parts of the season. And yeah, of course, was a great ending, lifting the first trophy for Crystal Palace, playing 2 games at Wembley with always 40,000 Palace fans there, and then even the end with the parade at Selhurst, and seeing all these happy faces, and everybody was enjoying this time. So it's really a great season. But now we have, it's always when you think things keep going on their own, you will learn. You have to learn a hard lesson. So it's always, you have to prove yourself. You have to improve. You have to work hard to get to the same level again. But we want to be better than last season. Therefore, we have to invest. We have to work hard. But also, big credit to the lads. They're really doing well in training. Very ambitious, great spirit again. And so yeah, I think we are on track.
You mentioned the Community Shield. It's another trip to Wembley. The fans, again, I'm sure, are going to put on an incredible display, but also another chance for silverware as well for the club. And I think that's important to recognise there's another chance to make history for the club.
Right, absolutely. And this is, when you have the chance to win silverware, then go for it, and we will go for it. And Liverpool is facing the champion, and facing a team, I think, who invested 300 million, so really buying big players, high quality players. But yes, it's a great challenge, and we're looking forward to the game. Wembley again, I think, sold out again, and so we have great memories to Wembley, and looking forward, and we will be ready. I think it's the same with Liverpool. I don't expect they will be in the best possible shape, but the same with us at the beginning of the season, and we will go for winning the next trophy. So if you have the chance to win 2 trophies within 3 months, so let's go for it.
I know you're a very level-headed person. You're quite relaxed, quite calm. But as a manager, do you get excited at the start of a season, a new season, when it's pre-season, the lads are back, you're with your backroom staff again? Do you, as a manager, get excited?
Oh yes, I'm always. I really I like and love my job. So it's being together with the players, with my staff, and also now working on the details, analyzing the games with our analysts, and what we can improve, and creating the spirit again. This is, it's not just on the pitch; it's also offside the pitch. Therefore, a training camp is good with many hours being together, and this is what I really was looking for after a few weeks at home. Of course, I think at least every second day I had a call with the chairman, or with some other guys working for the club, working on transfers, having a few Zoom calls. So football never, you've never off from football, but just also being at home, spending time with my family, spending time with my friends. So my battery is really recharged, and then now we have great environment. Players are doing well again, so the team stayed together right now. That's also very important, so that we don't have to start maybe well last season, when we lost 10 players and then got, I think, 8 new signings in the building, and then you have to create the idea of football again. You have to create the spirit again, and of course this year we started on a complete different level, and this is what we hope we can show from the beginning.
I just wanted one final one to touch on, the apple strudel that's been floating around every now and then. I know you're a big believer in togetherness, team ethic, and you've made sure some of the lads have tried some Austrian food as well.
Yes, of course. It's so like when I came to England, I also tried English food. Yeah, and I think if you come to Austria, let's try Austrian food. If we go to Italy, I think we all try Italian pizza. Yeah, and it's just giving you new experiences. And so I think most of them like the Austrian desserts. I think we are really famous for desserts, and it's and it's also part of enjoying. It's good food. Then you're in a good mood, and this is what we want to have, because this is fundamental to perform on your best level, that you feel well in your environment where you are, and then you can improve on the pitch. And this is what we try to create, an environment where everybody feels well, but also with a great work ethic to improve.